Hello. Welcome to another episode of You Niggas Still Don't Get It. It is I, Shada Sage. I'm waiting for some more people to get back up in here, you know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot to talk about. I'm really going to adjust this light. Um, so I'm going to wait until there's a little bit more people in here before I go ahead and get started. This light is bright as shit. Okay. Pour me a little drink before we go ahead and get started. So, today, since people still don't, still don't understand who they are, still feeling like they gotta prove themselves to people who don't even look like them, are really not even in the same bracket, not even going to the same fucking place. That's what I'm here to do. Today, I will be breaking down genetics and why you need to understand genetics to understand racism so you can transcend all of this bullshit. Okay, so that's what I'm here to do. I'm trying to get my chaser open. So I hope y'all been staying level-headed. Cause we gonna go ahead and we gonna get started, baby. Hold on. All right. Okay. Why am I struggling just to get lemonade open? This is ridiculous. Okay, more people will come in. I'm not even worried about it. If not, niggas can just rewind it. Okay, so why I understand racism? I understand racism because I understand genetics. I know a lot of people didn't pay attention in public school, but that's why I'm here. I'm here to connect everything together. Okay, so racism, why I understand it is racism is based on white genetic survival. Okay, white genetic survival. Okay, in school, you learned that dominant genes include dark skin, dark hair, dark eyes, anything dealing with dark. Okay? That is associated with dominant genes. And then in school, you also learn about recessive genes. Okay? Now, of course, genes take place in what we call DNA. DNA is located within chromosomes. Each normal functioning human has 23 pairs of chromosomes, right? And in those 23 pairs of chromosomes, intertwined is what we call DNA, right? Deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay? You got your thymine, you got your, I think, guanine, and, all different types of amino acids and things that make up genetics, DNA. Okay? So, with this being said, of course, we know that black people, we are the original people. If you were to ask white person, hey, how do you think that humankind got started? 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you in Africa. Okay, the first man was black. Okay, the first woman was Lucy. She was a black woman in Ethiopia. When we transitioned from Homo erectus to Homo sapiens. Okay, through help through extraterrestrial upgrading. Okay, that's why I watched the movie Prometheus and stuff. Yes, black people, we went from Homo erectus to Homo sapiens through extraterrestrial genetic graphing. Okay, they are called the Anunnaki, the Black Gods, whatever you want to call them. But we are a representation of them. But personally, them niggas not coming to save us either. That's a whole nother story for a different topic. Okay, so knowing that genetics are the prime factor that play in racism. Okay, it has nothing to do with black people actually being the bottom of the barrel. It has absolutely nothing to do with us being superior. We're actually the dominant gene. Okay, black people make up 90% of the total world population. This is why white people subconsciously know that they are the minority outside the US. They know that they are the minority outside of Europe. They know that they are the minority outside of Australia. and they know that they are the minority outside of Italy and wherever. Most of each continent has a black person on them. Okay, this is why I highly encourage you to do your research. Okay, it's hard to imagine that you are God when you sit and when you still have those subconscious programs of the civil rights movement in history. Okay, so with that being said, I understand racism. Racism um, is based on white genetic survival. Okay, and how Dr. Frances Cress Wilson says, she's an ancestor now. I say to her, um, we're being attacked because the world understands who we are. If you felt that you were, superior to somebody by birth, there will be no need to constantly attack a person. It's like she mentions a dog. It's like a dog. Like, we know that we're superior to dogs. Therefore, we put them in the best conditions because we know subconsciously a dog is not going to be able to outrun you, or a dog is not going to be able to make more than you, because you understand that you are superior to the dog. It's a dog. It's not going to talk. It's not going to drive a car. It's not going to fuck my wife. Like, so it's a dog. It's an animal. It does what it's supposed to do because humans are superior to dogs. Okay, we're a little bit more smarter, a little bit more mobile. We got thumbs, things like that, right? So therefore, a lot of people with that understanding, they know that they put dogs in the best conditions. But if you truly didn't want if you truly were afraid of somebody and fear that they would override you, you would put them in the worst conditions because you don't want them to succeed. And that's why America is how it is today. Everything is used in systematic racism, like law and sex and religion and education. All of these areas that we live in every day has an agenda towards black people because they know that we are the superior and dominant gene. Okay? 66 melanin. I did want to show y'all something, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, to remind y'all of basically what it is, okay? So now that we talked about dominant, and even with dominant and recessive genes in DNA, you can't get recessive genes. You can get recessive genes from dominant genes, but you can't get the dominant gene from the recessive gene, okay? Like in school, when y'all learn, the red flower with the white flower, the red flower is more dominant because it has a darker hue. The darker something is, the more genetically dominant it is. For example, limes and lemons. I didn't know until probably last year that lemons are basically genetically graphic from limes, okay? You can't make lime from lemons, but you can make lemons from limes because limes have a darker hue and more dominant genes. If it's lighter, it's more recessive. If it's darker, it's more dominant, okay? So I know y'all remember this shit in school, okay? This is called Mendel's Punnett Square, okay? So y'all remember in school where, the big B stands for the dominant gene and the little b stands for the recessive genes? Okay, so like I said, recap. What are dominant genes? Dominant genes are dark skin, dark hair, dark eyes. Recessive genes are white skin, white hair, blonde hair, and blue eyes. Okay, we learned this shit in school, okay? So even if these are called haploid groups, okay? So Mendel's Punnett Square was made basically to determine like the genetic outcome of mixing between dominant and recessive genes. And I think he did it through flowers, okay? He did it through flowers, and he noticed that, like I said, the darker flowers, or I think roses or something like that, but the darker flowers were the more dominant gene because they produce more of a hue, okay? And like I said, you can get dark from white, but you can't get white. You can get, damn, I lost my train of thought. Y'all get what I'm saying? Okay, you can get recessive from the dominant, but you can't get dominant from the recessive. It just doesn't work like that, okay? So back to this chart right here, okay? So as you see, dominant gene, let's say, okay, this is a white person, right? All recessive genes, and this is a black person. As you know, even when you have make a white person with a black person, that's still a black child. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're still gonna come out with the darker skin. They're still gonna have a melanin content. They're still going to have kinky hair and things like that, right? Because black is the dominant gene, okay? White men are afraid that black men will fuck their daughters and that they will be annihilated from the planet. And you can see that in regards to genetics. I like to put with Paula Patton and Robin Thicke, right? Paula Patton is half black, okay? So her parents are black and white. But because she had a baby with the white man, her or somebody with recessive genes, her child is white. So all that blackness is gone. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think people are really understanding that. I don't really think people are really understanding really what racism is about and why this shit is happening, okay? So what you knowing, you have to do your own research. This is why people are so used to public school education. Nobody's going to spoon feed you, okay? I did my research because I was genuinely interested in who the fuck I was, okay? I knew there was something deeper going on. I knew that being black was special, but I knew I wasn't going to find it in public schools or in college, okay? I had to really do research outside of myself. I had to really do research from video and watching Hidden Colors and buying books, and I spent all of 2015, 2016, 2017 doing this type of research. So I know, okay? I know that black people, we used to rule the world, okay? We used to rule the world, believe it or not. So your history is not you in Africa chucking spears and in grass skirts. No, we developed sciences, okay? We developed magic, we develop astronomy, we develop medicine, we develop all of this shit, okay? They know this shit, okay? No one on the planet can survive without us. That's what I need to understand, okay? Because of this, okay? We are the Alpha and the Omega, okay? This is why I keep telling y'all, when God said, I created man in my image, God is the universe. What is the universe? 95% darkness, okay? As above, so below. So the universe manifested us in reflection of it. Darkness, okay? The dark hole, the black hole, okay? Even early depictions of Hindu gods like Krishna has black skin, okay? So with that being said, you have to really educate yourself and see what the fuck is going on and not get triggered with some racist ass white kid get on TikTok and then want to be try to trigger you. And black people are triggered because they have an inferiority complex. Why? Because you don't know who the fuck you are. You allow public school to tell you who you are. You allow Hollywood to put them fucking slave movies in your fucking face, and you think that's who you are. That's not who you are, okay? That's why media and programming is very, very dangerous. It's very dangerous. Very extremely dangerous because we think that's us. No. Hollywood is controlled by people who don't look like us, so they can portray us how they want us to be portrayed, okay? So you have to really do your research and understand that black people are the dominant gene. You already been chosen. Like, you already been chosen. There's no way in hell I'm going to convince somebody who's my son. And if you are a black woman or a black man, white man is your child, Asian man is your child, the Chinese man is your child, the Arabic man is your child. These are your children. White people are your children. They're your fucking kids. Without your DNA, they would not exist. Point blank period. Yes, they were genetically graphic through reptilians and shit like that. You know, they got Neanderthal DNA. Black people, we didn't come from caves, okay? We don't live in fucking caves. There's no fucking way, okay? And then if you really want to understand the genetic differences, look at blood types, okay? You got all these antigens that you got. The original blood type or the original African blood type is O negative, okay? O negative was like, when you even look at O negative now, it is the only blood type that can give to all. A positive, B positive, B negative, C negative, D negative, whatever the hell. Because it's the original bloodline. It's the original blood type, okay? Y'all need to understand that. Blood types matter. We're not the same, okay? The carbon, the melanated body is not the same. That doesn't mean we can't treat other people with respect and be cordial with other people. Doesn't mean that, okay? Are you O negative? No, okay. So due to, you know, the slave trade and rape and, you know, other people mixing with other races, some black people, well, a lot of majority of black people, especially over here, do not have O negative blood types because of rape, interracial mixing, and things like that. Okay, so you might get a melanated person that might have a negative blood type or A positive blood type, and A and B antigens are just, they're other animal antigens, okay? We are the only pure humans. Everybody else is Neanderthal. Okay, this is why you see in Europe, white people grow tails. Okay, Dravidians or Arabics and Indians, they grow tails. We don't grow tails. Okay, um, we don't grow tails because we don't have Neanderthal in our blood. Okay. The Neanderthal bloodline is a Caucasian thing. Do not let people tell you that niggas was in caves. It's impossible. Even if you look at it, this is why DNA is so important. Look at our phenotype. Your phenotype is your DNA coming together to form your physical body. Physical, right? Your phenotype is even different. Okay. Black people, we have wider noses because we are meant for hotter climates. Okay. Because the nose canal is connected to the brain. Okay, so when you have a wider nose and you're breathing in hot air, it's to cool the brain so the brain doesn't overheat. Okay, white people have straighter nose. Europeans have straighter noses. Caucasians have straighter noses, right? Because they're the Caucasus Mountains, hence the word Caucasian. Okay, Caucasus Mountains, Cauc meaning dead, meaning Caucasus. Come on now. The Caucasian nose is narrow because the Caucasus Mountains is a cold climate, okay? So because of that narrowness, when you breathe in cold air, that friction between the nose canals, the friction between the nose canals create heat, okay? So it heats the brain up instead of just allowing the brain to completely and utterly go cold and die. So it's a reason why we have wider noses, and it's a reason why they have smaller noses. Okay, it's because hot and warm climates. Even our hair stands up like the trees. Okay, afros look like trees. All right, because black hair is more durable because Africa is kind of a warm climate. Okay. And it's lighter. It allows us to move more swiftly, okay? Compared to Caucasian hair, yes, is a mixture of canine hair and all this other shit. This is why, sometimes, white people, they say, smell like dogs when they get out the rain because literally their DNA is mixed with canines and all that shit. It's because some of them cave ladies, they was fucking them dogs. That's why bestiality is a white person thing because that's what the fuck they were doing in the Caucasus Mountains. Okay, so you gotta understand that. If you ever see like dogs with human phenotypes, it's because dogs and Caucasians they've been interbreeding. They mix with each other. That's why white people love dogs so much. If you touch a dog or you stab a dog, a white person gonna be on your head. Okay, more than they care about you because canines and wolves are their relatives. Okay. I know that sounds kind of fucked up, but it's science. I'm willing to die by this shit, and I don't care. Okay, it's the fucking truth. Okay, so you gotta understand genetics. You gotta study genetics. You really gotta understand how things work. Okay, so with that being said, it's embarrassing, and I kind of don't feel sorry for niggas, because a lot of the times it's still like it's just none of this shit is working. Protest isn't working. The peaceful approach isn't working. And I'm not saying, go ahead and tear the streets down. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is you already been chosen. There's no way, like, it's just you give your power away because we don't know our history. We think we have an inferiority complex and we want to be like white people. We're not meant to be like white people. Okay? You're not meant to be we're not meant to be like them. Okay, so it kind of embarrasses me when you are the dominant gene and you sitting here trying to, like Kiki Palmer, she thought that shit was revolutionary, trying to fucking appease to that one officer, like, why don't you kneel with us, massa? Why don't you walk with us? Why can't you treat us like we're human when you are already fucking human? You telling the fucking Neanderthal who you are, and they're your kids. Without your DNA, this is fucking madness. It's madness. It's absolute madness. And my thing is, after this, what else are y'all gonna do? Let's say, there is justice for George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Like, white people in America, they contribute to their own suffering. That's why I don't feel bad. because you're asking the same God who these people gave to you. Like, so after this shit done, niggas still gonna participate in Super Bowl rituals. Niggas still gonna fucking vote. Niggas still gonna be democratic. Y'all still doing the same, and you wondering why shit isn't changing. Like, cause you're still subscribing to the shit that isn't naturally yours. You can, it's like you praying to. It's like a cycle. It's like, how you gonna pray to a God that they gave you? How you gonna pray to, and all this shit going on? It's so much going on. Like, all this shit going on with the government trying to do race wars and shit. There's no need for me to fight white people. You're my child. You're my. I don't need to fight you. Okay, I am the genetic gene on the planet. I am the black woman. I created you. There's no need for me to fight you. You're just my child. Now go sit down and time out and think about what the fuck that you've done. That's the mentality that you need to be in. You need to understand who you are by blood and your history. And I know it may be hard, but if it's hard, know yourself. Okay, know yourself, not just know. Niggas don't say that shit to sound deep and cute. When you know yourself, but you know yourself, can't nobody tell you shit about yourself. Knowing yourself has nothing to do with, oh, I like this and I'm drawing boundaries. No, that actually has to do with knowing who you are in terms of this. DNA. DNA is so important. Okay? That's why they shoot our black kids with fucking vaccines. That's why they try to diagnose them with ADHD. That's why could to try to suppress that. It's a weapon. Okay? Because they know we are the dominant gene. They know that we can kick their asses, and they know, they fear that we're gonna do the same thing to them. We can do the same thing to them as they did to us, which is not what we want to do. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. And 9 times out of 10, you gotta understand, white birth rates. This is why they're going so hard. White birth rates are low. Okay, white women have the most complications in pregnancy ever. Okay, their death rates are greater than their birth rates. So you're already winning. What the fuck are you fighting for? You're already winning. Like, white birth rates, they're low. They're low. Very, very low. If they're not, some of them not being eliminated by, and it's just like, it's not our thing. It's not like I'm wishing to, it's just based on their DNA. Some aren't able to make the shift, okay? The shift is just being the son. This is why they say Jesus is coming back for his chosen people. Jesus is the son, okay? That's why the Egyptians call themselves the children of the sun. So people like me be trying to say, like, hey, get out in the sun. Like, literally, the sun is our friend. We don't have to do anything because white birth rates are low. Hello? And if white infertility don't get them, then skin cancer. I showed y'all the skin cancer statistics in my melanin video that I did about a year ago. I showed y'all that shit already. Like, they're saying like 100,000 people this year are gonna get diagnosed with the skin cancer. It's like the most popular skin cancer, but nobody's talking about that. Everybody's so worried about COVID. COVID ain't got shit on melanoma deaths. You think they're gonna tell you that? No. Absolutely not. So do I feel bad at what's going on? Absolutely not, because niggas don't care to learn about their history. They think that MLK is their history, and that's where we fucking up at, because you still thinking that your ancestors are just slaves. It's hard to picture yourself as being God and one with the universe when you've been shown all your life that you're nothing. But that's why you have to do research outside of slavery. Because slavery was just literally 0.3% of African history. That's not even all of African history. Niggas don't talk about Queen Nzinga. Niggas not talking about Mansa Musa. Niggas not talking about King Ramses II, who I think was probably one of the greatest kings who ever ruled. I respect him. I fuck with him because, one, he took care of his woman, and number 2, he was an excellent warrior. Okay? He did a video about, I already did a video about Korra, the legend of Korra. So that was it. When you start, it's like, I don't know, it's like, it's hard for me to explain. Like, if you know someone's your child, if you know you're already superior to somebody, it's just like when somebody threatens you, it's just a laugh. Like, let's say a dog, or let's say a 2-year-old was like, I'm gonna beat your ass. You gonna look at that 2-year-old like, if you don't go somewhere, if you don't sit down, Like, it's equivalent to that because you know who you are. Understand that this person is afraid of me. Oh, okay, I see what you're doing. You're afraid of me because you're afraid that I'm going to fuck your daughter, and your kids are going to be black, and then you're going to be completely annihilated genetically out this planet. That's what you're afraid of. You have to go in with that mindset. You have to understand you are the dominant gene. Dominant genes override and overcome recessive genes. This is why you can get a black person, a white person to make still a black child. Okay, now whether that black child decides to mate with a black person or a white person, that will determine genetic survival of whichever race. This is what they're doing. This is why they're scared. This is why, and this is why in slavery, black men were castrated because black men be slanging, honey. Black men be slanging, okay, but they castrated their men because one is just like, most white men, not all of them, but most white men don't measure up in penis size to black men, okay? That is a threat. The longer your penis is, the bigger your penis is, the more fertile you are. So they castrated black men because they were afraid that, hey, I'm afraid that you're going to fuck my wife. I'm afraid that you're going to fuck my daughter, and you're going to eliminate my bloodline. Because they are the recessive genes. So this is why I understand racism. Racism has nothing to do with black people being inferior or just hating niggas just the sake of hating niggas. They hate you because you are the dominant gene. You have the capability of annihilating white men off the planet. Literally, point blank, period. Just by you fucking at the rate that you're fucking. This is why white people don't like Hispanics. Hispanic women are very fertile because Hispanic women do have African DNA. They're very fertile. Black women are very fertile. We're like, the darker is all about genetics, and you have to really, because human beings are mammals. You have to study mammals, okay? So certain things we're wired to do, we don't even know why we do it. We just do it. Like when a baby comes out the womb, a baby naturally craves instinctually to suckle because it is a mammal. You really have to understand yourself on all levels, okay? From your root to your crown chakra to godhood, okay? And some niggas not acting like gods. And like I said, I don't know what people's reaction. You're never going to name me one time in history where there were a group of people who appealed to their oppressors. I don't even like to use that word because we're not really oppressed. It's just mind control. Name me one group of people who appeal to the emotions of their oppressor. Niggas still thinking that they can appeal to the emotions of the police. It doesn't work that way. Even America didn't come to King George just like, yeah, King George, we over here in the crops and the fields, and you kind of fucking us over, with all these taxes and stuff, and you not even doing your part. Please, King George. No, the colonists that were here, they didn't appeal to the emotions of King George. They asked that nigga once, twice, like, hey, big dog, like, this kind of ain't fair. And King George was just like, fuck y'all. So what the white colonists did? They whooped the British's ass. Point blank, period. They whoop their ass. Like, okay, no more talking. I'm about to slap the shit out you. Because obviously you're not listening to what I'm saying. There has never been a people in history that has appealed to the emotions of the people oppressing them. It's fucking madness. And this is why black people were conquered in the first place. Because we're righteous. It's good that we're righteous because we're really righteous, nice people. But if it wasn't for this mentality that we have now, we wouldn't colonize. And you know how they colonized you first? They sent the missionaries in. They sent the religious people in there. They sent the priests in there. Like, hey, hi black people, there's a man named Jesus and he's gonna save you, And then here come these niggas you see out there, that's them ancestors. Like, oh my God, Mr. White Man, it's good to see you. Oh, tell me more about this Jesus. Instead of just them being like Shaka Zulu, like, nigga, we don't know you. Who is this Jesus that you speak of? Like, I don't know. Like, no. So, that's it. This same mentality of trying to appeal to people's emotions who don't look like us is the reason why we got colonized. Is the reason why shit is how it is today. Because, except for that one island. What's that one island off the coast of Australia where if anybody try to pull up on them, they spear them? You seen that shit like 2 years ago, how that white man was on that little canoe, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like, yeah, I'm going to teach them about Christianity. That's exactly how it started. But you know what them people on them island did? That's how they never got colonized. They might be, and I'm pretty sure they living good. They straight. They probably got animals, fresh water, fresh food, because they did not allow people who look like them to tell them what the fuck to do, because they knew how strong their beliefs were, how strong their traditions were. They killed them. They're the only civilization of black people that are not colonized, because as soon as niggas step up, they spear niggas. So you can continue to appeal to your slave masters if you want to. Continue to appeal. What did your mama used to say? Your mama used to be like, I ain't gotta explain myself. I'm grown. I'm the parent. Same shit like that. And it's the same shit. It's the exact same shit. I don't need to explain myself to you. I know I matter, bitch. You're my child. This whole world is full of me. You not see the night sky? That's me. If somebody had asked me how to deal with white people on a daily, you be in your godhood. When I walk, they know me. White people get out I'm not even trying to front, but I know my power. I'm naturally powerful. White men open the door for me. Oh, that's okay. You know, you can like today. I was in a line. Give me some water. And this white lady behind me, you know, I haven't been taking a cut in front of her, you know, but I was just, you know, I was trying to be diplomatic and fair. She was like, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm like, you sure? She was like, yeah, no, go ahead. You're fine. You just gotta, it's your energy. Like, I exude a lot of power because I know who I am. I walk around and I reprogram my brain like, hey, I'm a god. These are my kids. When they see me, they know. That's how you deal with white people. It's not proving your worth to them. You stand in what you know. It's really a mental thing. Your subconscious mind is literally your hard drive to your physical reality. It's a program. And I know it's kind of hard to believe, but if you program your mind with something so long to the point it's not conscious, then it will start to reflect into your environment. Okay. So I'm an Aries rising. I'm not a Leo rising. I got a Leo Mars though, but I'm an Aries rising. So that's what y'all have to understand. You ain't gotta fight white people. You don't have to do that. You already been chosen. The chosen ones are people who choose themselves. Plain blank, period. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. So you have to really do the work on your own. This is what doing the work is about. It's not like people be saying do the work. Doing the work is really about reprogramming your subconscious mind. So, like I said, a lot of stuff. And George Floyd, if you already know, it's a ritual. Once again, the archons got y'all again. What did Panic say? Like, y'all are nothing but food. Like, emotions are food. Yes, I'm drinking vodka. I'm drinking vodka, you know, little Grey Goose, you know what I'm saying? Goose to get you loose, baby. But yeah, so understand that George Floyd shit is it's ritual, and it worked. And right now, what the government's trying to do is, people are protesting peacefully. That's still right. Personally, I don't agree because it don't get shit done, but do whatever you want to do. I personally believe the shit that's gonna change this shit is black magic. Point blank, period. Your magic and your ancestors are gonna change this shit. Nothing else. Point blank, period. It's just like, there's nothing else that needs to be done. Black magic is going to save you. I'm sorry how you feel about it. It ain't Jesus. It ain't Allah. It ain't the Orishas. It ain't Oya. It ain't Abaktala. It ain't Pampagera. It's going to be black magic. Okay, so until y'all ready to do black magic, please be quiet. Okay, black magic is the only thing that they fear. Okay, this is why Pizzagate and all them people, they got to do all those rituals to access the energy that we already have. So this is why Satanists have to sacrifice children, cut up chickens, do human sacrifices, do sex, because it takes so much energy for them to cultivate something that we already have. Okay, did you know that an average black person at their lowest vibration, and I'm talking about a low vibration, is a nigga that eat pork, drink every day, a nigga that just consumes sports, don't drink water, no vegetables, nothing. A nigga that's at his lowest has the range, has like the auric range of, I think, 2 miles, 3 miles. Okay, so in order to get the same energy as a black person at their lowest, you need 13 white people to equate that same energy. Okay, it's like I can't tell you who you are. I've done the work. I've done the research. This is why I don't have problems with white people. And if I do, I check them. I work in a place where I'm just about my shit. Even at work, from my superiors, you know, from my bosses and stuff, I'm respected. I've never, and the only time I was disrespected is because I didn't know who I was. I wasn't in my power at the time. But I have a very power, like, even like, you know, sometimes I work, you know, you supposed to be, you know, the head honcho, but it's like they be scared to ask me to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be scared to ask me to do stuff. Because they know, it's just, you just know. When you see me, you know. If you were to see me in person, you know. I don't have problems with white people. Because they know when they see me, you know what time it is. Okay? And some of y'all be afraid to speak up against white people or cuss white people out. I don't give a fuck. You're my child. I will treat you with respect, but you're my child. Understand your place. And that's why magic is so important, because magic makes life easier. Okay? Magic makes life a lot easier. Okay? I know I have black magic. White people are the most susceptible to magic. Did you not know that? I put a hex on this white lady, because she thought that she could tell me what to do with my hair, because she was taking black dick and had mixed children. So she thought that gave her the A-OK to tell me what to do with my hair. And you know what I did? I put a hex on that bitch, and guess what? That bitch got cancer now. Don't fuck with me. Point blank period. So know who you be. Because if you don't know who you are, you're going to be like the rest of these niggas out here who are being used as a tool against themselves. Ain't no way in hell I'm about to sit here and mediate with the police. I ain't about to mediate with the, why aren't you kneeling with us, master? Master, treat us with respect, master. Treat me like you, master. I want to be like you. Treat me like how you. Pathetic. I don't feel bad for none of these niggas out here. I don't. It's time. And some black people, you have to accept the fact, some black people are not going to make it. Some niggas are not going to make it. Some niggas are holding on to the old world so hard. Some niggas, even majority of white people will. There are a few white people, like about 20% of white people, who have the capability of accessing the heart chakra, right? Because they got decalcified pineal glands. So I will give them that. There are some of them out there that are genuinely like, hey, you know, I know I'm white, I know we fucked up, but what can I, and I met some of those white people. You either meet really fucked up white people who are evil as hell, or you really meet white people who will give you the last off their back because they have the capability, they have decalcified pineal glands. When you meet a white person, you already can tell if they have decalcified pineal glands, you know, so, or not. So I will give them that. But 80% of them probably gonna be gone. Same thing with niggas. Most of these niggas gonna be gone too. So whether it's your mama, your grandma, your cousin, it's time to move to a new dimension of consciousness. All that old shit, all the old world is gone. It's gone. Hate to tell you, the old world and those old paradigms and shit, this is why that COVID shit happened. That was the start of it. It's to change society. And to get the people who don't need to get out of here, need to get out of here. It just is what it is. No, it don't. That's why I'm saying, in order to do black magic, one, you got to do shadow work. So you can't be afraid of your demons, because they will come up. Okay, I name my demons. I know at least about 3 of my demons. Okay, 2 of them are female, and like 1 of them is a man. Like, and they just be wildin'. Okay, so no, all that karma shit it don't apply. Karma this is what my yacht is about. I made a video about my yacht. My yacht does not represent good or bad in your heart. When when Anubis weighs your heart against the feather, are you weighed down by guilt? And it got shit to do with you doing good or bad down here on this planet. If you believe that, if you feel guilty, guilt is for karma. And once I learned that shit changed my entire life. Guilt leads to karma. If you feel guilty, you will get karma for it. If your heart is lighter than the feather, through guilt, you will get karma for it. Mayat doesn't care about morality. She just cares about balance. And however you need to balance a situation, the mind is all. So whatever you need to tell yourself to transmute that, like I said, this is real deep dark magic. Okay, it ain't got shit that I don't sacrifice chickens. When I mean dark magic, I mean going into the subconscious. Okay, going into going into the underworld, which is the subconscious, which is Osiris. Okay, all this shit has symbolism. All right. But yeah, if you feel guilty, then don't do it. Don't fuck with black magic. But black magic is not for everybody because it's so powerful. You think black magic gonna be readily available to everybody? Yeah, it requires a lot of shadow work. You really have to be in tune with your angels and your demons. Actually, the demonic realm is above your angelic realm. Your angelic realm will be like right here above your crown chakra, and then the demonic realm is above that, because your demons are the people who breathe life into you. Okay, when people tell you ain't shit and you ain't never gonna be shit, what do most people do? Well, if they do it correctly, what do most people do? They get up, they get a bag, they be like, fuck all this, da da da. I'm about to, about to do what I do. I'm about to prove these people wrong. That's your demons. Your demons just like, all right, nigga, get up. It's time to go. It's time to work. Okay? So that is it. Just know that you're already chosen. Okay? I shouldn't have to tell y'all this. You're the dominant gene. There's nothing that you need to do. The universe is taking care of its own. And I'm not talking about the universe as some mysterious ghost spirit. I'm talking about through science. Okay? Spirit moves through science. Look at the melanoma rates. Look at the white birth rates. They've been saying that whites are going to be the minority for years now. And that's coming to pass. White people are about to be the minority. They low-key are the minority. Outside the U.S., white people are the minority. They're not the majority in South America. They're damn sure not the majority in Africa. They're not the majority in India. They're not the majority. They're not even the majority in Asia, because Asia has Asia has darker Asians or black Asians on the outskirts. So just like how they do here, they show propaganda of Hollywood and shit. They show different aspects of what they want you to see in their media. But on the outskirts are the actual black Asians. There are black Asians. Go on my page, my Shy the Sage, my Instagram page, and you'll see I got a snippet from Hidden Colors, and it points out how there are pyramids in Asia. Okay, actual pyramids. Some are in ground, some are underground. There are pyramids in Asia. Okay, from black people. You have to find it. I titled it the African presence in Asia. So we're everywhere, baby. I gotta tell these white, they time is up. Okay, that's why I've been rewatching The Matrix too. I've been rewatching The Matrix to help me understand what's going on. You are Neo, which represents the neo-mammalian part of the brain, which is the upper lobe. Okay. So well, I'm giving you the resources now. It's the point now where you have to do it on your own. You have to really seek out that type of information. I'm gonna tell you how I learned. Okay, I don't fuck, like I keep telling you, I don't really fuck with Young Pharaoh like that. But the first person to initiate me from dead to woke was Young Pharaoh. Okay, Young Pharaoh is very scientific. You gotta go to his older videos back to 2015 where he talks about genetics and all of this shit that I looked up, that he was saying I looked up, and I did my own research on, and he came to be right. Okay, so how most of the stuff I know now is through Young Pharaoh. I watch Hidden Colors too. Hidden Colors by Tariq Nasheed. It's a documentary. You can buy it on Amazon for $20, $30, how much it is. Hidden Colors changed my life. Fuck with Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar just talk about political. He doesn't really talk about genetics. And follow my Instagram. Hello from the Netherlands. And then follow my Instagram. But yeah, you see how it's black people everywhere? We're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Even in the Netherlands, in Europe. In the Netherlands is really prominent for African activity. Okay. Brother Panic, exactly. Brother Panic. Well, if you know Young Pharaoh, I don't know what to tell you then. You have to want to know. I knew it, like, it's just something that you're born with. Like, when I was born, I knew I was somebody. I knew that, and I knew religion and what my mom tried to teach me, my family was trying to teach me. I knew it was bullshit, but I went along with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking, okay, I'm just crazy. You know, maybe this is, you know, but no. It's just you either born with it or you not. Like, I had the innate knowing of wanting to know who I am, to be very strong and powerful. It just was a part of my life. Then again, I am a life path number 8. I'm a whole bunch of shit. I'm a whole bunch of like Pluto, Scorpio. So my whole world, my whole life is just dealing with personal power. Um, oh, you a life path 8 too? Yeah, we're very powerful. So I'm a life path 8. So naturally, personal power is a part of my life. But yeah, you're just gonna have to figure that shit on your own. You have to build your own self-esteem. This ain't puppet school, baby. I can't feed you. You see, on top of my tripod, I got stacks of books. I got, where's that one book? This was a good book too. The Black Bible of Science. That was really good. It talks about DNA and melanin and 666. I actually want to reread that. Let me see. No, I'm not gonna fuck with it right now. But yeah, I got a lot of books, especially this one. This one's really good. I recommended this one. I got this recommendation from Pharaoh. The Destruction of Black. It's a little dusty. My library a little dusty. Y'all ain't see that. But yeah. I started here first. So I read books like this, The Destruction of Black Civilization. This is how they did everything. Okay, this is how the Asians infiltrated Africa. This is how all that shit. Oh, read Iceman's Inheritance. Iceman's Inheritance is basically explain how the white man is a Neanderthal, came from the caves, and that book is actually made by a white man. So this white man who made Iceman's Inheritance, he was snitching on his own people. Okay, so Iceman's Inheritance is really good. I remember I took an Africana Studies class, and this is before I was awoke to anything. And when I read, our first assignment in the Africa Studies class was to learn about was to read the beginning of that excerpt. And a lot of that shit I didn't know. I didn't know that white people came from caves. I didn't know that, you know, they thought like this. And I didn't know that when I was in caves, it was building pyramids. I didn't know any of that shit. But with the way my life setup is, I wanted to know. Okay. Iceman's Inheritance is written by a white man. The man is white, I guarantee you. White man. So they be knowing. So I think that's it. That's all I want to share. Just know who you be. Understand genetics. Study basic genetics, okay? Dominant genes, in conclusion, you are the dominant gene, okay? Dominant genes are let me move this over. Dominant genes are dark hair, dark eyes, dark skin. Okay. Think about, I don't like me pouring this goddamn. You see this Grey Goose. Okay, so you see how the pink lemonade got a little darker hue. Okay, no matter how much I put of the Grey Goose in this cup, the darker hue is still going to conquer. The light liquor. Okay, so the darker something is, the more powerful it is. Okay, this is subconscious. Yes, I'm still doing readings. You can hit my email, shygem524@gmail, SHYGEM524. So yeah, so you gotta understand, everybody else is recessive genes. Okay, you are the dominant gene. That's why they hate you. They don't hate you because you're just a nigga. You from the scum of the earth. You're dirty. No, it's because white people are afraid of becoming the minority and becoming genetically destroyed off the face of the planet, which is already happening anyway. Okay, because kind of what they have, the type of melanin they have, isn't conducive to nature. Okay, only white people. Like I said, it depends on if they alter their bodies through their pineal gland. It's possible that they can survive it, but they still might get a little damage from it. But majority of white people, they get killed by the sun. How the fuck you get killed by the shit that feeds all life on the planet? So that should tell you something. Nature is telling you something. Like, if this one group of people can get, and don't get me wrong, niggas is getting skin cancer too, but niggas is niggas. I just told y'all that niggas gonna be gone too. Some of these niggas not gonna make it, okay? They're not gonna make it. Point blank, period. So whether it's your grandma, your cousin, your auntie, they just not gonna make it. Um, yes. So yeah, to justify their self-preservation, and like I said, it's a hell of a plan. I can't even be mad. Hell of a plan. This plan was diabolical. Whoever came up with this motherfucking plan, diabolical. And that's why I be saying, like, ain't no way in hell y'all came from caves. They have to help. I really believe they had help from reptilians. Got to. Have to. Or some type of extraterrestrial. Like, I really truly believe that. It's no way that y'all come from caves. Y'all were underdeveloped. Before black people found them, they had no language. They wasn't even walking straight. They didn't clean themselves. They had no drawers. They was shit everywhere. It was fucking dogs and wolves and shit. You telling me these people who we found in these caves who didn't even have a language aside from grunting? That's why when you see the Flintstones, do you see any black people in the Flintstones? Hell no, because we wasn't in the caves. We wasn't no cavemen, okay? So that's that. We wasn't in no okay, so that's why I be thinking, like, they definitely had help from extraterrestrials, and I really think it might be reptilians, might be, or some type of other extraterrestrial that's trying to just rule the world. But I really think white people have had help from extraterrestrials on how to devise this entire plan, because this is a great plan. This is I would admit this is a excellent diabolical plan that works. Okay, that makes them good at mocking also. Yeah. No. I mean, I know aliens are all black, okay, but reptilians, they're not white. That's a whole different when they have help from Lucifer. No, Lucifer is our friend, honey. That's a whole different subject too. If you want real power, you go to Lucifer, okay? I consider myself a Luciferian. I don't worship Lucifer. I kind of am Lucifer. And if you look up, it's a book that Bobby Hemming always recommends. It's called Pacts with the Devil. If you look at the pages in Pacts of the Devil, the images they have of Satan and Lucifer is a nigga with an afro. It's a nigga with an afro. Like, it's a black dude with an afro. Like, so it's our shit. Lucifer is our shit. The black sun is our shit. Okay. So yeah, so that's why I think they had help from probably reptilians, lizard people. So they say, but I'm still thinking about that. But I think I have met a shapeshifter. I've met a shapeshifter before. I met her in boot camp. That's a whole nother story too. I've had extraterrestrial contact. So yeah, so basically that's all I gotta say. Just understand that you are the Jam and the Gene. Understand you're being attacked not because you're worthless, it's because you're everything. Look at how they steal your culture. Look at how they use our slang. Look at everything. Without us, they would die. Like, literally, without black people, the world would die. And I'm not trying to say that. That's facts. That's just scientific proof, okay? Black people, melanated people, we absorb most of the sunlight. And the sun is now becoming so hot, it's damaging the ozone layer. But our melanin, just like the trees and the plants, we help absorb some of that sunlight, so the planet won't be completely scorched. You know what I'm saying? So literally, if all black people across the world would be annihilated, literally this planet will burn up, because they don't have anybody receiving the sunlight to kind of. And we're the only people on the planet who can convert sunlight into energy. Y'all gotta understand that too. It's called it's in my melanin video. It's called ultra fast conversion, internal ultra fast conversion. Okay, that's what it's called, internal ultra fast conversion. It's when your DNA can take sunlight, okay, and convert it into energy. We are the only people who can do that. Nobody else can do that, okay? Black absorbs. This is why you kind of don't really wear a black shirt in the summertime, because you're gonna be hot as hell, because that black shirt is absorbing the sunlight and taking that sunlight in and keeping it in, making you hotter. So you really have to pay attention. Pay attention. You already been chosen. I don't want to see none of y'all niggas out there appeasing to police officers, because them niggas don't give a fuck. Okay, they're like the Mr. Smiths. They're like the agents in the Matrix. Okay, they're the agents. Why rewatch the Matrix? Once you rewatch the Matrix, you'll understand. You'll understand. Rewatch the Matrix. Okay, you are Neo, Everything else is like the agents and Mr. Smith and stuff like that. Like, understand yourself, okay? Know who you be. Steady genetics, steady dominant genes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm about to go because I do got some errands to run, you know what I'm saying? But I just really want to get on here and kind of express that because I'm kind of getting tired of this. I'm getting tired of black people not being in their power, because it's pathetic. You're God and you're begging to be treated like somebody who's genetically recessive than you. I don't get it. But like I said, don't mean you act an asshole to people and you try to suppress white people. No, it's just you can treat them with respect, but just know who you are, and they know. Subconsciously, they know. Oh, trust me, they know. But they profit of you not knowing. They know. You gotta pay attention. They know. You can tell they know. But get in your godhood. Once you get up here, it'll be smooth sailing. Basically, yeah, begging slave master V, but these niggas they don't get it. So let them do what they do. We definitely don't stand it because we give it away too much. So, and we subscribe to systems and values that aren't ours. So do your research, watch Hidden Colors, keep up with Young Pharaoh, watch his other videos. That's all I gotta say. Read, study genetics. That's all I can tell you. Once you understand genetics, eugenics too. Eugenics, EUGENIS. Understand eugenics. Yeah, they want to make sure, because when we know, it's over. So when we know our real history, and oh my God, you got all these fucking celebrities too. It's just so much. Did y'all see T.I.? T.I. was looking like a fucking, oh my God, fuck him in that goddamn shirt. Fuck him. I like when he went on TV, like T.I. had went and said this is Wakanda. Like, nigga, sit your ass, sit down, shut up, sit down. Like this nigga go say some, oh, this is Wakanda, basically talking about Atlanta. Nigga, it's Atlanta, nigga. Like, where do you think you are? Nigga had that, what kind of, he had like a plaid shirt that was different colors. Like, nigga, sit the fuck down. Fuck him in that shirt and his haircut. That nigga looked like a slave. Okay, for real. That nigga really looked like the slave. So, like I said, all these slaves, fuck these celebrities. They've all been compromised. Except for the people who don't really get a lot of clout like that. They've all been compromised. They don't know what they want. They're just a part of the program. Matrix. Watch the Matrix. Programming. They're a program. So you have to be able to be Neo and to identify what's a program, what's not a program. Okay? It's really that simple. So yeah, yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the hell T.I. was going through. Yeah, they cracking down on people with that Pizzagate shit too. Apparently, Hillary Clinton, she was summoned to court yesterday. Didn't hear about that on the news, did you? She's being forced to testify. Yesterday was a court date. So is what's his name? Obama about to have a court date too. Yeah, so Obama gonna have to testify because he was doing illegal searching from Trump, and found nothing. They thought Trump was working with Russia, but kind of found out he wasn't, to testify about Pizzagate shit and answer for her emails. Well, I think it's more so Pizzagate, you know, her being, because you know a lot of celebrities, I told you, I got arrested. Ellen's on house arrest. I even commented under Ellen's pictures one time. I was like, when you getting on house arrest? And a lot of people liked it. Ellen's on house arrest. All your favorite actresses, your white actresses, maybe even Jay-Z. I'll be damn, because Jay-Z's actually my favorite rapper. Like, I'll be ashamed. But yeah, apparently everybody just been involved with child trafficking stuff. And yeah, maybe even Trump. So I mean, that's what they say about Trump. We'll see though. But yeah, Ellen DeGeneres, all them people, Leonardo DiCaprio, everybody got arrested. Tom Hanks, a lot of your favorite people got arrested for being involved with that. All your major celebrities, Madonna. Uh, I asked her when she getting off house arrest, cause I know her ass still there. If you see pictures of her, just look up Ellen on house arrest. You see her ankle monitor, and Oprah too. Oprah, she on house arrest too. You remember how a couple months ago, she made it was rumors going around that she had got arrested. She actually got arrested. She got arrested because you know why? Harvey Weinstein, Will Smith, all of them. Harvey Weinstein, he snitched. You know, Harvey Weinstein was a big Hollywood director. So he knew everybody. He was cool with everybody. He was well known. So, you know, once Harvey Weinstein went down, instead of getting that 55 years, he took a plea deal for them 20 years, 23 years to snitch on everybody. So that's what he did. Start snitching. Joe Biden, Obama, everybody. All your favorite celebrities, they going down, boy. They going down, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to see that. I don't know. No, I highly doubt it. Nobody's really... Actually, Corona is gone now, okay? It's the summertime. Corona is killed by heat and sunlight, okay? I already posted that shit on my fucking... Nobody believed me, but then Yahoo Post, they came out with another one. Corona is gone, honey. Ain't no more Corona, okay? So, yeah, the year... Damn, it is the year of the rat, isn't it? Oh, my God. That's so funny. That's funny. It is the year of the rat, because last year was the year of the pig. That's crazy. I didn't even think about it like that. Wow. Wow, okay. Learn something every day. But I'm about to get up off of here because I promised my friend I would do a reading. And then on top of that, I got to do mundane human things like shopping with my little plastic card. So, but yeah, those who watching this know that you are God. I cannot show you that you're a God. Only you can. Ask your ancestors for help. And it's either evolve or die. Okay. Love y'all. Bye.